morning, everyone. Yes, it's still morning. It's 10:37 on this beautiful Saturday. It's a bit colder today than some days that we've had, but it's still spring, so you know, it's expected. I am going to Kings Plaza again. Today is a multiple things. I just dropped off some stuff to the post office, which is Shein stuff that I did not like, and also the Good American jeans that did not fit or did not like. So we're heading to Kings Plaza, then we're going to Bay Parkway to Kohl's because I refuse to pay to return items, and then I should be done. But I did want to come and talk to you guys real quick because this is another car talk series, pretty much. I did say I want to change things up on my channel, meaning like put more content to things that I want to do, like clothing haul, styling, and all that wonderful stuff. And I did do that because I have bought a good amount of things, and I filmed it. I'm looking through this stuff as I'm about to go and edit. I do not like how my body looks at all. So it's just like, do I not send? I feel like I'm not going to post it at all. I think I'm going to have to delay this a few months or so, perhaps next year, until my body looks the way how it is or how I want it to look. You see what I'm saying? Not that I feel like I'm going to be judged in any way. I personally don't like how I look. And I feel I'm going through an ugly stage in my body right now because, like, my clothes are fitting, and certain clothes that couldn't fit are fitting in different random areas. But it's just like, I guess it's just that stubborn fat that doesn't want to go, which is my stomach. That's really where the problem is. My stomach fat is pretty much, lack of a better term, my fupa, okay? Because it's all concentrated at the bottom area. It is stubborn and it doesn't want to go, or is the last of it to go, and because other areas are losing, it makes it look more prominent, right? So because of that, I am not liking how my body looks at all. Okay? As I said, things are fitting. Certain shirts that weren't fitting at the arms anymore are fitting back again. And I'm happy, for that. Pants that weren't fitting before, because I did lose a significant in my hips, and my butt has gone down significantly. So pants that couldn't fit before, or pants that were a bit tighter or snugger, are fitting better right now. So which I'm happy for, but I have that unfortunate spot right up at the top, in that stomach area, that is just not fitting right or looking right. Like, it fits, it's in there, but I don't like it at all. So that to say, I'm not sure as to what I'm going to do. Oh crap, I turned at the wrong spot. I'm not entirely sure as to what I'm going to do with that footage. But I think I'm just not happy with the way how my body looks. And I always go through this when I'm losing weight. Like, I go through an ugly phase where I'm losing my curves, I'm losing this, and I'm just not looking like me. And then I get it all back, if that makes any sense. Like, I just have to go through that ugly process, which I don't like that process, and I feel like I'm in it. So but I feel like I can be doing more. So I used to run a lot. Like, I would just run around the neighborhood and so forth like that. I think I'm going to start that. Perhaps that will help aid me losing, because I feel like you're going to lose all over, but it will help in that area as well. I've also started to do a little bit more ab workouts. because the gym that I go to is more like HIIT intensive, so it is very lower body for sure. And I was just thinking, when I was a bit better in terms of I felt better with myself, I was doing a lot more. I was playing tennis, I was swimming, and all these little things that you probably don't think that you're losing weight or is it's physical activity because you're having fun. It does take a toll. So it's just like, probably get back into, my little hobbies that I used to do. So, since I learned how to swim, I haven't been back swimming. So I'm like, perhaps I should go back and, find a place where I can go at least once or twice out of the week and, do a few laps, something like that. I feel like that doesn't hurt. But, oh God. So yes, that's the long story short, saying that most likely I will not be showing much of anything that I bought, because I bought from Good American, Zara, H&M, Kohl's, Old Navy, and that's just clothing. Okay, I did buy accessories. The accessories you will see for sure, because they're both shoes and bags. Those you will see for sure, but sorry about that. Yes, those you will see for sure. But in terms of, is there a funeral going on? Yeah, oh yes, there is. I'm like, why is there all these cars? Okay, yeah, so the accessories you'll see for sure, but in terms of anything else, I don't know. I think the styling videos may have to wait a little bit. I'm also noticing as certain things are fitting, I'm noticing my kind of look beforehand, my style of dressing, I have to change it up to suit how my body is looking at the current time, if that makes any sense. I'm the type of person that I buy for my body type. I'm not going to wear a bikini in any size. I know there's a lot of controversy around that, like, body positivity and all that stuff, but I personally feel like you should dress according to your size. And honestly, certain things may be limited to you, to be honest. And even when I was smaller, because I had a shape, there were certain styles that were kind of out for me, like low rise or anything remotely that was a bit more for a skinnier, slender figure. I could not do, because it just looks wrong. Not that it couldn't fit, it just looks wrong, like I'm showing too much, if that makes any sense. And so because of that, that's just how I am. I dress according to my figure. So because although I am on the smaller side, yes, I'm not big or anything like that, but because I do have a shape, I have to be cognizant of that. I can't just wear any and everything and think it would fly. Mini skirts are not going to be something that I can just fling on and be easy about, because guess what? My behind may be hanging out. Okay, certain things would be shown. You see what I'm saying? And if you are okay with showing that much skin or that much of yourself, then fine. But I guess, I was raised to be a little bit modest with certain things. So I've always was taught to dress for your size, your shape, your everything. So yeah, with that being said, I have to change how you gotta be freaking kidding me. I have to change my personal style. I kind of have to change or tweak it a little bit, so that I am dressing appropriately for my body. I feel like I don't need to display my stomach on stage. And usually that was, to be honest, my stomach, I always had a small waist. So, and my waist is still kind of small, but I just have that underbelly type of thing that's just I'm not happy with. Yeah, I always had a smaller waist, so I can always go tight at the top. Well, my top part was always, I shouldn't say even that, my top part of me was always smaller than my bottom half. So there was always like a 4 size difference. So I would wear like a 4 to 6 up top, and at the bottom would be a 10 to 12 at the bottom, if that makes any sense. So because of that, I could always wear smaller things, a tighter fit top and a loose bottom. That was always me. I was always like a baggy pants bottom. It would be high-waisted, yes, because like I can't do anything low, but I will have like a bigger pants bottom, and that I'll do A-line stuff where it's narrower at the top and wider at the base, so it's not showing myself too much, but it's still, you know, complimenting me. And so because of that, as I said, I've always kind of dressed that way. Now I kind of have to be a little bit more on the baggier side with my tops, which I'm okay with, but it's more of like a loose fit baggy style, if that makes any sense. So it's still kind of tailored, still has a slight bit of structure. Sorry, it's allergy season. It's still a little bit tailored, still has a bit structure, but it's just a bit more on the looser fit. And I'm also investing in getting some shapewear panties to kind of stuck in the stomach, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna invest in that. I've never worn those. Really, to be honest, I've always worn like shapewear shorts because I have thick thighs and they rub, so it was not necessarily to hold me in necessarily. Well, my grandma always says that she doesn't like when my butt jiggles. So when I was growing up, she's like, no, it needs to be firm. I'm like, Grandma, I don't have that kind of behind. I've never had that kind of behind. So yeah, so it was bought for those reasons. That's why I had it in my closet. But it was made, and also to help my legs from rubbing, like not rubbing, but like I don't feel the friction when they rub, pretty much, because they're gonna rub regardless. So yeah, this is a different kind of video for sure. I'm not really talking much about handbags, but I guess that's what the Car Talk series is, because the last one wasn't really much about handbags either. It's just like the personal things that are going on with me, so you can get a little bit into me as a person. So yeah, another thing is I went to the doctor, and you know, you always have to do the regular stuff, checkup, you know, scale, weight. I'm over 200 pounds. Granted, I had clothes on, but still, even with clothes on, I was never ever that. So even though I'm losing, I feel like I'm losing inches, but not necessarily weight per se, because I've never ever been that weight ever, and I personally feel, for my height, I am 4'11", I'm under 5 feet. That is unacceptable. That's just me personally. I don't care who tells me what. I've been considered overweight all my life. I have been. I've been always a chunky girl, but I was always fit, and I was in decent shape, like meaning like physically looking at me, I looked in good shape, and also I can do things physically without a problem, you know what I mean? I was on soccer, I was in tennis and stuff like that. I even joined a runners club in college. I think that was when I was in my best shape ever, because I was pretty small then. But I guess I had a routine, you know. I was in school, I would go to the gym every day, well, Monday through Thursday, that was my routine. I'll go to the gym all those days, and I was in clubs. I was active, you know. And I feel like as you get older, you get in a rut. And I'm not going to lie, when I did my master's and then COVID and all that stuff, that has I would say the master's was first, because I was working full-time and going to and doing school part-time. So I didn't have time. I sacrificed, and I made that conscious decision. I sacrificed my body and my routine and exercising so that I can have more and maximize my studying time. I knew what I was doing. I sacrificed that, and also money, because I work in a hospital setting, so and it's a teaching hospital, so there was a there is a library on board. So after I finish working, 5-6 o'clock, whatever it is, I'm in that library all the way to midnight. Then I'll take a Uber all the way from Manhattan home, which is not cheap, every single day except for Friday, because Fridays are for me, every single day. So I was spending money ridiculously, just so that I can maximize the amount of time. I did try to do it at home. It's just too much for me to do it at home, because I lived with family and so forth, and it's busy, it's hectic. I can't get everything that I want to get done, the atmosphere, whatever. I've noticed that if it's not a quiet space where I can just relax, I need to be with like-minded people who are doing the same thing, if that makes any sense. And so yeah, so along with me bringing my my books and all that stuff, because I did everything electronically, so I don't have to lug so many things around. But on top of me doing that and working on the trains, because I was working nonstop. I brought my homework and schoolwork to church. I brought it to work. I brought it everywhere. It was on the train with me. If we were going someplace, I was getting driven, I would be reading, I'll be doing something. I had my laptop, something, okay? Because I'm working full time. You see what I'm saying? If anybody who has done that, anyone who has done that or has experienced that, where you're working full time and you're going to school, you will understand, because it's not an easy thing at all. To the point where my grandmother was like, you're putting yourself through too much stress. You should just stop working and, go just do it full time to school. Like, this doesn't make any sense. You're putting too much on your body. And I'm like, Grandma, when I'm done, okay, with my master's, I would have more than 5 years of experience in my field, because I was working in my field. I will have more than 5 years experience in my field plus my master's. I can ask for almost anything I want. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so although it was rough, I had to keep my eyes on the goal. My sleeping pattern was ridiculous. Like, I think I was probably borderline almost getting insomnia, because I was up so much, and my grandma thought I was going crazy because my body could not recognize when I was sleeping from when I was not. Like, I was kind of hearing things, if that makes any sense. Like, I would think people were in the house that weren't in the house, or people were, it was weird. Like, oh my God, I really had to kind of tell myself to ignore what I was hearing for me to sleep, if that makes any sense, because I was always used to being up all the time. So long story short, I made conscious sacrifices with both my body and so forth like that, and money wise, which leads me to when COVID happened. I finished my degree and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go straight back into my routine. Everything closed down and I'm like, crap. Like, I can't get myself back. So it took me some time to get back into a routine, especially because with COVID, I was working very long hours because, I was considered essential. I was working, as I said, in a hospital setting. So I was pulling crazy hours to the point where my dad, who was pretty much, I think my family is all workaholics. We work. My dad was like, Deandra, you need to stop. You have no kids, you're not married, you have no responsibilities. Why are you doing this to yourself? And I'm like, well, we can't go anywhere. I might as well work. You know what I mean? But I was doing ridiculous hours. When I looked at my time card at the end of the week, the amount of overtime, it was a lot. I'm not going to lie. But I had to kind of remove myself from that. Because I was, working there for such a long time, I had a sabbatical and I accrued a good amount of PTO, and then I gained more PTO after a certain amount of time. You've been there, you gain more days that year. So I literally took 3 months off consecutively. And I was like, I want this to be constructive. So I set things and goals. It's like I got on Groupon and got little, you know, things for different things, kickboxing, gyms, all these different things. And that's how I settled on the gym that I have now that I thoroughly love, which is Ultimate Tabata. I love that gym. It's in Brooklyn. It's a hit gym. They do offer kickboxing there, only one time per day. So I'm not able to catch it now, but I'm not able to catch it now, but at the same time, they have a good amount of stuff. And I was doing many different things. I was doing African dancing back again, because I used to do that a lot. I did martial arts when I was younger as well. So it was just like I was doing lots of different things. So every day I had 1 to 2 activities to do, and then I also did schedule some vacations, because I haven't taken a vacation in a very, very long time at that time, because all of my PTO was for school, midterms, finals. I literally went nowhere. So at that time I was like, this is time for me, and I was getting back into things that I love. And when I realized how much I was missing, and what I was doing to myself at that point in time, I had to physically see it. And I'm just like, going back, I could not operate the same way. It's really hard when you have been operating that way and it's expected of you. I would say that, because then your boss or whoever is just like, you know, you're not interested or you don't care about your work anymore. But it's like, I feel like work-life balance is important, and just because you do your allotted time really does not mean less of you as an employee. I think it means better of you if you're able to get your work done within your allotted time, no issues. But I wasn't overextending myself. I would do literally any and everything, you know, things that are in my job description, things that were out of my job description, literally any and everything. Okay. Literally any and everything. So yeah, I had to take some time off to realize what I was doing to myself, and ultimately I had to leave that place, which was better for me anyway in the long run, because I just got more of what I wanted out of it. Like, pretty much me leaving was the best thing for me. I would just say that, because every single way I turned, like, even people that were still there were just like, you made the best decision, because honestly almost everybody was being overworked at that time. So I gained back some of me. I did. And then I was losing weight. I was seeing everything. That's when I started going to swim classes and all that stuff, and I learned how to swim. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm getting back into me. Now I'm at the point where I switched up my job and my position, and I'm still in the healthcare field, but my schedule has changed. And for the life of me, I cannot get up at 5 o'clock to go to the gym, like 5:20 to go to the gym for 6 o'clock. For the life of me, it's really, really hard, especially because I have alternate side parking. So if I'm parked on the right side, I know I'm not going to get that park when I come back, and I'm going to have to hunt and find and scrunt for a parking spot. So it's just like, sometimes it's just like, it's really nerve-wracking, but it's just like, but then I'm thinking to myself, Deandra, you would get up that early to go to work. I guess because I'm getting paid. So now that the weather's getting better, I mean, if I did not go to the gym, I would always make sure I do something when I come home. At least I do that. You see what I'm saying? But it's not the same. So now that the weather is better, I'm thinking I'm going to start running back again, because I used to do that. I would alternate between running and the gym beforehand. That was when I was at Planet Fitness, and that was really good for me, you know? I'm thinking to do something sort of the same again. I wonder if those are parking spots. Do something sort of the same again, and just be and also do more ab workouts, because I'm not going to lie, with this gym I don't do much abs. Let me see if I can park here. No problems. Set to go. So this will be the ending of the car talk, pretty much. I don't think I'll take you guys with me when I'm going to Kohl's, because yeah, but I really want a linen set. I really think that looks really cute. I guess this is just not the year that I'm going to get it, and I feel like I'm going to make a rule that I should not buy any more clothes, except for certain things that I see on Zara. I feel like I should not buy any more clothes until I'm where I'm at body wise. I feel like that would be the reward that I should be giving myself, and I want to see drastic changes by my birthday this year. Okay, my birthday is in November. Am I going someplace? I'm not going anywhere hot this year for my birthday, because I've been doing that for the past 3 to 4 years. I think I'm going to embrace the cold, so I probably may go up to like a snow area where why can't I talk? Probably like Maine or someplace like that, you know, where you have cabins. And I think I just want to have like a nice cold winter aesthetic for my birthday this year. Because I am going to be going just once. Actually, this is going to be the smallest amount of time, or the least amount of times in a year that I'm going on an international trip, because I'm only going once this year. Usually I go at least 3 times. So yeah, I'm slowing it down in that respect, not mainly because of any reason. It's just that I kind of want to do a change in terms of what I'm going for. I want to do a winter aesthetic. If not, I would probably be going someplace warm for my birthday. So yeah, that's me. That's my update. I am not happy with myself aesthetic wise, but I am happy that I'm fitting into clothes. Like I'm still fitting into them, and more things that weren't fitting before are fitting now. So I'm happy with that, but I need to, mainly right now, I need to lose my stomach, and I feel a little bit of back fat as well. I mean, all of the back fat, of course. I feel like I want to lose that. I also want to lose a little bit of over here as well, around my face. I don't like that. So, because I don't really used to have that. So that's another thing for me as well. But yes, this is the car talk. Hey guys, it's Deandra. I'm back. I just finished doing everything in, what's that place called? King's Plaza. And the only thing I stopped into was Ulta. Yes, so I'm a Cetaphil girl when it comes to face wash, so I wanted to get a new one. And I want to try this. I saw it the last time I was in there, but the line was too long. It was like Christmas line long. It was all the way to the back of the store, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. So I decided to come back on a different day earlier, right? So that's that. I went and returned stuff into Zara. I'm keeping this shirt with the I don't know if I'm gonna show you the footage, but it has rhinestones. It's embellished at the sleeves, but I purposely got it in an extra large so it can be huge on me, and it is huge, but it's not long. It's short, like it barely covers my butt, but I wanted it to be like a mini dress short. Technically it is a mini dress, but my butt will be showing, so I would have to wear shorts. But so because of the fact that it is big, it is that loose fit that I want, I'm keeping it. Although it's not the length that I was expecting to get. If they had like a 3X, that would be perfect for me, to be honest. It would be absolutely perfect. But Zara is not size inclusive. I would say, I'll just put it that way. They're very limited in their sizing. So why I decided to come on really quickly is because I was just thinking about the conversation that I was having with you guys earlier today about how I'm feeling with myself weight wise, and I am gonna start doing things differently. So I was looking up, because I'm like, I really enjoy swimming, and I feel like swimming is something that you don't realize that you're working out, but you're working out, you know, and you're having fun. I love the water. So, and also to keep those skills that I learned when learning how to swim. Sorry, I felt like I was getting a glare. Anyway, so you're in my hands now. So yeah, I felt like I just wanted to retain those skills, and also to get a workout at the same time, have fun. I enjoy the water. And so I'm getting a membership at a recreational center. I'm going to scope it out first. I was seeing what's nearby me, and I found one that is pretty affordable for what it is $150 a year or $75 every 6 months. You can choose either one. I think I'm going to do the 6 months first, just to make sure, you know, it works for me, all that lovely stuff, and then I'll do the yearly one, just so that I don't feel like I just wasted a whole $150, you know. And I was also thinking about doing tennis again. There is a tennis club near me, which I was about to join, but I had to cut it off because of school. So I'm thinking of going back there and rekindling relationships, you know, people that I've met over the time. And I think that would be nice. But then that also means I'm going to have to schedule out even more so my content creating, because if I'm going to get back to busy how I was before, which I do want to, it's busy. I'm a very active person, and I'm like physically active, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go places, I'm going to do things and so forth like that. So me doing content creating, I feel like I'm more tethered to my house. I don't know if everybody agrees with me on that, but I feel like I'm more tethered to my house, because I do a whole bunch of videos in one day, and then I try to do video editing in one day. Sometimes I just can't. I'm just like, I'm done, and I'll space it out, because I try to do 2 videos each week. Lately, I've been just doing one, thinking that, oh, during the week I could do something. Nope. During the week, I am tired. If I'm going to the gym, whatever the case may be, waking up early, whatever the case may be, I'm tired after everything. So no, that's not going to work for me. So now I'm thinking, how is this going to work with my YouTube? So maybe I may slow down to once a week, but I have so much content and ideas to get to you guys. Like, it's best if I do it twice a week, but we shall see. But pretty much I'm stating that I feel like it's time to get back to me, and it is going to dip into my bag budget or things that I buy for myself. I'm not going to lie, but I feel it's healthy to be well-rounded. Not everything should be just focused on one thing, you know. And so there were some things I did mention that I was going to buy some Zara stuff, and I'm thinking of dwindling the amount that I was going to buy, because I'm going to buy most likely a membership, right? And then I did just buy or book a class, because I wanted to do Pilates back again. So that's another thing. So it's just like all these little different things. And if, you know, I do have things coming up for the summer that I'm going to be doing as well. So I'm like, even though I'm not traveling internationally, I'm going to be traveling within the US. So it's just like, you know, perhaps, you know, I should allocate differently. And certain bags that I had on my radar may be put on, or even clothing items is going to be put on the back burner right now, you know. So after this big haul, if I do show you the footage that I have for you guys, I'm pretty sure it's going to be dwindling significantly. That's what I'm saying. But I know me, I have periods where I spend a lot, and then I have periods where I don't. And I feel like right now I need to prioritize and get back to me and get to a new norm, if that makes any sense. So yes, with that being said, this is the official ending. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. After this, I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to squeeze in a African dance class today. As I said, I'm getting back to me. I used to do African dancing. I used to do all these things, and I need to get back to me, you know? Like, I was really, really active, and I was going to the gym, yes, but then on my off days, I was doing fun things. I was still losing weight and kind of exercising too, but you're not really feeling it. So I'm thinking I'm going to do an African dance class today, get back into that as well. And we shall see. Bye.